Welcome to another APL Cargo Driver Orientation Training video. My name is Carol, and in this training, we'll cover 5 core policies that every APL driver must know before hitting the road. We'll go through our hotel accommodations policy, truck care and representation policy, our emergency fuel policy, passenger policy, and home time policy. Let's get started. Section 1, Hotel Accommodations. In this section, we'll cover when you qualify for a hotel, what the spending limits are, and how to get reimbursed if you book your own room. Not every situation qualifies for a hotel. There are 4 specific circumstances where APL will cover or reimburse lodging. First, if your truck breaks down and requires overnight repair and you cannot sleep in the cab. Second, if extreme weather, like dangerous heat or cold, makes it unsafe to stay in the truck, especially if your APU is not working. Third, if you experience a layover that exceeds 24 hours and no load is available within a reasonable distance. And fourth, if you are an incoming driver arriving for orientation. Outside of these 4 situations, hotel accommodations will not be approved. Now let's talk about the cost limits and your booking options. The standard hotel budget is between $80 and $100 per night, including taxes. In high-cost cities, up to $120 may be approved. You are always expected to look for the most affordable option first. Hotels like Rodeway Inn, Red Roof Inn, or Days Inn. For a normal breakdown, the maximum stay is 2 nights. Anything beyond that requires operations manager approval. If you refuse a hotel without a valid reason or request a luxury option, you will be responsible for the cost difference. When it comes to booking, you have 2 options. Option 1, the company books through the recruiting and retention manager on your behalf. Option 2, you book the hotel yourself with prior approval and submit a reimbursement request in Samsara with your receipt. That reimbursement will be added to the following week's settlement. Receipts are mandatory. No receipt, no reimbursement. And if you abandon your load or refuse to cooperate during a breakdown, the hotel cost will not be reimbursed. Section 2, Truck Care and Representation. Your truck is APL's business card on the road. In this section, we'll cover what's expected of you when it comes to keeping your assigned unit clean, maintained, and professionally represented. As an APL driver, your truck is your rolling office and a rolling reputation. Here is what is expected of you at all times. First, cleanliness. Your truck must be kept clean inside and out. No trash, no clutter, no foul odors, ever. Second, daily inspections. Your pre-trip and post-trip DVIRs are not optional. You are required to complete them every single day. Third, public visibility. Many of our customers see our trucks before they ever see our office. How you park, how you behave on the road, and how your unit looks directly impacts how they judge our company. Fourth, damage reporting. If your truck is damaged, report it immediately. Do not wait, and do not conceal it. Take photos at every pickup and delivery to protect yourself and the company. Delays or concealment will be treated as negligence. Fifth, end of assignment expectations. If you are leaving the company or swapping trucks, the unit must be returned clean, with no personal items and no unreported issues. A walkthrough will be completed, and charges may apply for neglect. And sixth, remember that you are APL on the road. Fuel it, scale it, and maintain it as if it were your own. Every truck out there is either earning us new freight or costing us future business. Section 3, Emergency Fuel Policy. Your fuel card is for Love's travel stops only. In this section, we'll cover what qualifies as an emergency, what happens if you fuel outside the network without authorization, and exactly what steps to follow if a true emergency occurs. The standard rule is simple. You are required to use your company-issued Quick Queue fuel card exclusively at Love's travel stops. Before every departure, use the Love's Connect app to plan all your fuel stops along your route. Start each trip with a minimum of 3/4 of a tank and maintain at least 1/4 tank at all times. Now, there are 2 types of emergency fuel situations. The first is what we call an uncharged emergency, where the company assumes the full cost. These include situations like a mechanical breakdown, road closures blocking your planned Love's stop, an unexpected Love's closure, a verified fuel card malfunction, critical delivery deadlines that would cause significant delay, picking up a dropped trailer with no reefer fuel, severe weather, or a medical emergency. The second type is a charged emergency, where you share or assume financial responsibility. These include poor route planning, choosing convenience over compliance, running out of fuel due to negligence, not reporting fuel card issues to dispatch immediately, or ignoring low fuel warnings. In these cases, you will be held financially responsible. If you ever find yourself in a true fuel emergency, follow these 3 steps exactly. Step 1, call your driver manager immediately by phone, not text. Pick up the phone and call them. Provide your specific location, your current fuel level, the reason for the emergency, the nearest Love's location and how far it is, and how much fuel you estimate you need to get to the next Love's. Step 2, wait for approval. Do not purchase fuel without explicit approval from your DM or after-hours dispatch. They will verify your situation in Samsara, confirm the nearest Love's availability, and issue you a money code. Step 3, purchase and document. Buy fuel only at the approved location, only the authorized amount. Get a detailed receipt showing the date, time, station name, fuel quantity, price per gallon, and total paid. Prepaid receipts will not count. You will need the final receipt. Scan and upload the receipt immediately into the DT Driver app. Now let's talk about consequences for charged emergencies. A first offense results in a written warning. The company pays the fuel cost, and you must complete mandatory retraining within 7 days. A second offense means a final written warning, a performance improvement plan, and you pay 50% of the fuel cost. A third offense is immediate termination, and you pay 100% of the fuel cost from your final paycheck. And regardless of your offense history, fraud, selling fuel, or falsifying documentation results in immediate termination. Section 4, Passenger Policy. Having a passenger in your truck is a privilege, not a right. In this section, we'll go over exactly what is required before anyone rides with you. If you want to have a passenger ride with you, there is a specific process you must follow, and every step must be completed before that person sets foot in your truck. First, your passenger must be at least 18 years old and have a valid photo ID. Second, you must email a photo of both the front and back of their ID to safety@aplcardoinc.com. The subject line of that email must read passenger ID followed by your name and truck number. For example, passenger ID John Smith, number 1122. Third, the safety department will send your passenger a passenger authorization and release of liability form. That form must be signed before they ride. Now let's talk about cost. Having a passenger in your truck costs $30 per month, deducted from your settlement. This is not prorated. If your passenger exits on the 3rd of the month, you still pay for the entire month. The agreement is valid for 12 months, at which point it must be renewed. When your passenger is no longer riding with you, notify your driver manager right away so the charge can be stopped. Unauthorized passengers are a violation of company policy. Do not skip any of these steps. Section 5, the Driver Home Time Policy. This policy is effective January 1st, 2026, and replaces the previous home time guidelines. Please pay close attention because several things have changed. The most important thing to understand right up front, home time is unpaid time off. You are not compensated for days taken as home time. In this section, we'll cover how you earn home time, how to request it, and the key rules you need to follow. Let's start with how home time is earned. The formula is simple. Work 1 full week on the road, earn 1 day of home time, unpaid. Now let's break down what that means in detail. First, your annual allowance. You can earn up to a maximum of 52 days of home time per calendar year, and that includes company holidays. The accrual period runs from January 1st through December 31st. Unused days do not roll over to the following year. They reset to 0 on January 1st. And if you're a new driver starting after January 1st, your allowance will be prorated based on your start date. Second, what actually counts is being on the road. Being on the road means you are actively available, compliant with dispatch instructions, and accepting your assigned loads. Safety or legal refusals are the only exception. Partial weeks, anything under 7 consecutive days, earn 0 accrual, and if you refuse assigned loads outside of safety or legal reasons, that week does not count toward your home time at all. Third, key restrictions. You must fully earn your days before you can use them. There is no borrowing against future days and no retroactive approvals. Your days must be visible and confirmed in the system before any home time can be scheduled. And if you leave the company, there is no payout for unused days because all home time is unpaid. Now let's talk about how to request home time and the key rules you need to know. The request process has 4 steps. Step 1, submit your request through the DT Driver app at least 14 days in advance. Once submitted, notify your driver manager so they know to review it. Step 2, your driver manager will review and respond within 24 to 48 hours. They will look at your available balance, your current load commitments, and overall fleet coverage before making a decision. Step 3, and this is critical. Silence does not mean approved. If you do not receive a written confirmation, your request has not been approved. Always follow up and get it in writing. Step 4, for emergencies like a family or medical situation, call your driver manager immediately. You can submit the documentation afterward. Now for the key rules. First, when does home time actually start? Home time begins when dispatch releases you and routes you home. It does not start simply because your load has delivered. Second, peak period restrictions. During major holidays, end-of-month surges, or high-demand periods, the company may limit home time approvals. You will be notified of any blackout periods with as much advance notice as possible. Third, shop time at home. If you are home because your truck is in the shop, that time does not count against your accrued days, unless you specifically request it as voluntary home time. And fourth, Going home without approval. If you leave without authorization, you will face progressive disciplinary action, and those days will still be counted against your home time balance. Plan ahead, follow the process, and your driver manager will do their best to get you home. Before we wrap up, let's quickly review what we covered today. For hotel accommodations, get approval first, stay within the budget of $80 to $100 per night, and always keep your receipts. Submit reimbursements through Samsara. For truck care, complete your DVIRs every day, report any damage immediately, and return your truck clean. For emergency fuel, fuel at Love's only. If you have a true emergency, call dispatch first, wait for authorization, and submit your receipt within 24 hours. No receipt means you pay. For passengers, your passenger must be 18 or older with a valid ID. Safety must approve the ride before they board. There is a $30 per month charge. And for home time, request through the DT Driver app at least 2 weeks in advance. Unplanned home time will result in disciplinary action. That brings us to the end of this section of your orientation training. You've reviewed 5 core policies that every APL cargo driver is expected to know and follow. These policies are in place to protect you, protect the company, and make sure we operate at the highest standard every single day. If you ever have questions about any of these policies, your driver manager is your first point of contact. Welcome to APL Cargo. We're glad to have you on the team.